Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Eevee'sCliché here, covering some more Marvel Contest of Champions. Now today we're going to be talking about the current update that we receive as far as Season 4 goes. We've got a confirmation of Dormammu's here. Of course, Kang the Conqueror's reign is coming to an end, and a darkness prepares to take over in the next season of Alliance Quest, entering Dormammu's dominion. So as you can tell, you guys don't know who Dormammu is. Obviously, he is a very difficult and challenging character to go against right now. Many of us were going, through some hard times having to face him in Alliance War. So now, them having to implement this in Season 4, you guys are gonna have a run for your money. So there's been some improvements that they're gonna be making here in Season 4, and of course they're stating that Season 3 is coming to a close and Season 4 is coming here, and of course they're gonna be introducing some new enemies, mini bosses, and of course Dormammu is gonna be our boss. The improvements that they're making on the Alliance Quest maps, there's gonna be some new layouts that are coming out from maps 1, 4, and 5. And of course there's going to be some refreshing counters in maps 1 through 5, so you guys will see different types of opponents now, totally different to what you're used to in map Season 3, and of course a new layout. Of course you guys are kind of familiar with the fact with all the different maps, and I'll show you on the screen some of the maps that we're used to here in Season 3, and that's going to actually be changing as far as layout goes, and all the opponents that we we're comfortably used to. So there's gonna be a better tune to the difficulty levels of more maps 4 and 5. It's gonna be due to just to create a more linear progression style from map 3 all the way to map 6, so you guys will have I believe it's gonna be an easier time noticing the differences from maps 3, 4, 5 and going on to 6. Rather, for a lot of us in map 5, we do notice it's quite easy. We've gotten very comfortable with it, but when it comes to map 6, we just get totally destroyed, and a lot of people have found it very difficult. Of course, taking in mind that there is a prestige factor to the whole concept that makes every day a little bit more tougher than the prior day. So you guys will it looks like here in the tip that they provide for us, this is alliances that were low on the lower performing end of alliance running map 5 may now find that map 4 is a better home for them. So as stated, I believe that they're gonna make map 4 a sort of medium for us to kind of get to map 6 in difficulty style, so that of map 4 is gonna be the same difficulty as we see in map 5 currently in Season 3. Okay, so it's gonna create a better stepping stone to map 6, that of map 5. I know it sounds quite confusing, but let's just put it that way. The new map 5 for Season 3 is gonna be that of map 4 in Season 4. Hope that makes sense. So yeah, there's gonna be maps 2 through 5 here. We'll now have 3 different selection of mini bosses that will be chosen at random every week. And of course, you guys are familiar with Marvel Contest of Trucos. They usually provide this information for us as far as dual targets and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure they're going to continue to update us every week with a new mini boss for the maps that are going to be playable, obviously, from maps 2 to 5. They're gonna be providing that information on the website, and you can find this online, or you can also find this on their Facebook fan page there. You guys will be providing that link below, and I totally recommend you guys to follow them on Facebook. Not trying to promote them, but they are very helpful. And of course, on top of that, you're going to be able to preview the mini bosses and buffs that you're going to be going against on the map before you start, which is a huge improvement. I know a lot of us will have to, at the beginning of the Season 3, we'll actually be going blindly into the maps, and now that's not going to be the case. Now you guys will be able to see what we're going against before you even go into the map, and it's going to be quite helpful and create you know, a better insight about what's gonna happen before things happen, and, you know, allow you to bring in teams that you need as a team, as a whole, as an alliance before you even bring them. So it's not gonna be easier to check out maps and bracket rewards. That's gonna be a huge improvement as well. I know a lot of us were kind of skeptical about what tier we were and what rewards were they gonna be given and stuff like that, depending on your bracket. It looks like they're gonna be easier, make it easier for us now, so that's gonna be fun. I know Marvel Content Druko did provided that, you know, like a page for us to actually look at this information, and hopefully they do something like that for us. We'll see that. We'll see if it's provided for us in game. So map selection now defaults to the last map that at least one battle group cleared. That right there, it's not gonna be very useful. I think it's gonna be only important for a selected few. Those include leaders that, you know, start off the maps. You know, just one less step for us to, you know, worry about there. But changes to the Alliance quest schedule for season 4 just provided here. I think they went ahead and stated this in the in-game message. There will be no preseason phase. You guys that were used that came from season 2, you'll be familiar with this. If you just came in this season, you don't have to worry about this. You guys are probably not even familiar with the whole aspect of this part. But of course, the last Alliance quest of season 3 will act as a placement phase rather than having a whole week to go ahead and place. The starting bracket is in season 4 will be determined by your Alliance's total score on the final day of season 3. And they went ahead and bolded this part. We will also be changing the start date for the last quest of season 3 to April 20th. That's in a couple of days, of course, shortening down the downtime between Alliance quest periods from 3 days to 2 days to allow for one more full round of Alliance quests to determine the rankings. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything they've given us today. So gather your alliances, get ready for Dormammu. On Wednesday, we'll have more information for you about the changes to rewards, brackets, and more. So yeah, guys, so there's a couple of things I want to go ahead and also cover here. Let you guys know that obviously you're gonna have to change up your teams. It doesn't look like many of the characters that we're used to, like for example Scarlet Witch and Thor and all these characters that we love to bring, and of course that was the older medium, the thing that we were accustomed to back then before 12.0 update. But it looks like a lot of characters, I mean, when you're facing Dormammu, he really punishes you with that degeneration upon any buffs that you get. So a lot of the regen characters that we're used to are going to be a bit you know, difficult to play around with when you're facing Dormammu for survivability in these maps. So you guys are going to want to start bringing some characters that don't really, you know, get much buffs, and I believe one of those characters will have to be, you know, the Vision, Hawkeye, characters like those, even Magic, I believe, and that's where I'm focused right now. By the way, I'm highly focused on power drainers because, as we know, Dormammu is he power gains, based on what you have, yeah, as far as power, and the degeneration is quite annoying. It kills you really quickly. The only thing that's gonna punish us the most, and even if you bring these type of characters, because we know that Dormammu is poison and bleed immune, is the fact that we have dexterity. And if you guys don't know, dexterity is a buff, and upon, you know, getting a buff, you give a certain percentage for Dormammu to go ahead and cast a degeneration debuff on you. So yeah, guys, so it looks like a lot of us are gonna have to keep bringing in Captain Americas to go ahead and take some of these hits that he'll be bringing. Of course, some power drainers, such as Magic, the Vision, you know, characters like that. I also noticed that Quake is such a great character to defeat Dormammu, due to the fact that you really don't have to get many buffs. You just hold down the heavy and start killing them off and just stun them down and keep doing the same cycle over and over again. Of course, just bait out that SP1 or that L1 and you'll be gravy. So I'm also going to be making a video on the side showing some examples of these characters and going against Dormammu, see what you guys think. But in the comment section below, let me know what teams are you thinking about bringing. I know it's gonna be kind of difficult bringing, you know, regen characters, but it looks like we're still gonna be able to run with Ultron. Ultron is still gonna be a great character for us to run with. Kind of looking into Rogue. We'll see what comes on to that. but she because she is technically a power drainer and a regener. Well, she on her SP1 she gets her regen, some HP, so Rogue is gonna be highly valuable. I'm also looking into Karnak, some Falcon action. I'm looking at Falcon just because of his lock-on mechanic. This shuts down defensive accuracy on your opponent, so it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be making a separate video on that, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna be practicing on Dormammu, and if you guys have any suggestions on what characters one should take, go ahead and provide that in the comment section below. Let's help each other out and see if we can go ahead and try to find the strats of this new season 4. So thank you very much again for watching. If you liked this video, enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section below as well, and of course I will see you guys on the next episode.